So today our topic is decision making. And this is in regards to our mastermind group where we talk about the different principles underlying the law of success by Napoleon Hill. So before we talk about decision making, there are a couple of questions you need to ask yourself. And they're clarifying questions. Do you know who you are? Your gifts, your strengths, your weaknesses, your passions. Do you know what direction and where you're headed? Do you know where you want to go? And if you know, do you know how to plan and make it happen? Do you know the habits that will help you get there? Do you know what is coming that could knock you off your path? And what are you going to do when you face those challenges? These are all aspects of our life that clarity can help us with. So let's start our clarity journey with one of the classics. Here's a quote. Desire is the factor which determines what your definite purpose in life shall be. No one can select your dominating desire for you, but once you select it yourself, it becomes your definite chief aim and occupies all of your mind until it is satisfied by transformation into reality, unless you permit it to be pushed aside by conflicting desires. So the two questions I have to start with are you waiting for events to define your life and direction? Are you waiting for something outside of you to provide the answers you're searching for? To become a person of initiative, you have to form the habit of aggressively and persistently following the object of your definite chief aim until you acquire it. Your definite chief aim isn't just going to materialize one day. Plans have to be put into action. And one of the major requirements for leadership, which is the topic that we're on, is the power to quickly and firmly make decisions. The power to make a decision. All decisions should be guided under your definite chief aim, your purpose. See, by having that, it actually becomes your compass. It actually helps you determine what it is that you do every day, and it helps you with these decisions. There's another quote that I like. Successful people move on their own initiative, but they know where they're going before they start. So there's a couple of reasons why Napoleon Hill says that this definite major purpose in your life needs to be developed. And it's because it creates some really cool things in you. The first, self-reliance, personal initiative, imagination, enthusiasm, self-discipline. See, it's become very evident to me that as I go through this book, that if you have your definite chief aim already defined, all of the other principles in the book just naturally fall into place. It's not something you have to work on. So it's like the secret of the book is knowing what your definite chief aim is, what your purpose is. So there's a lot of different things that you can do to try to define what that definite chief aim is. And I'm not going to discuss all of that today, but I can't stress the importance of determining exactly what it is. There are a couple of questions that you can ask yourself. If you were unconditionally guaranteed success in any field that you chose, what would it be? What would you want to do if you had unlimited time, unlimited resources, and guaranteed success? Another question that I like to ask is, what is it that you like to do on the weekend? What can you lose yourself in? Because if you're in your work, if your work is in alignment with your definite chief aim, no one has to motivate you. No one has to put a carrot in front of you. And more importantly, no one has to beat you or force you to do what it is that you need to do every day. You wake up excited, you can't wait to start your day, and you go about it. You're not having the struggles that a lot of people have. So when I see people struggle with how they go about their day, not being able to get started, tells me that they're not in their definite chief aim. They're not working on their purpose. The answer to some of these questions should make you, feel excited. You should have anticipation about what it is that you're getting ready to do each and every day. So once you have that definite chief aim in place, how you make your decisions should be in alignment with that. Be careful, though, about talking to other people. That's another thing that I see when it comes to decision time, that a lot of people go out and they ask everybody they come in contact, like the guy working at 7-Eleven. Can you think of a time when you sought input from other people before you made a decision? What was the outcome of that decision? And then would you follow the same process again? And was there anything that you learned from that? Be careful who you ask. And there's a lot of reasons for that, because they may not be in harmony with what your definite chief aim is. Every decision you make needs to be in harmony with not only your definite chief aim, but your personal values. Ask yourself these questions. What is the right decision to make? To the best of your knowledge, is this decision in the best interest of everyone involved? And that's a big question right there, because true leadership is about making the best decision for overall everyone. It's not about catering to one group or one person or trying to appease or pacify. It's about making a tough decision that is the right thing to do. And unfortunately, in leadership, you're not going to be loved by everybody. You're not going to be liked by everybody. In fact, if you aren't, it means that you're doing something right. Another question to ask is, will this decision move me closer to my goals? What do I want to do? What is my level of desire to make the decision? And am I making the decision based on accurate knowledge? That's really important. What are the facts? Put the emotions aside. Are there any additional facts that you need before you make that decision? But I'll leave you with this. There is power in the ability to make a decision.